Hello, this is Tom from Culture Chap. So, this is a continuation of my other video about the flower arranging. My friend from Ireland sent me a message saying, my set looks awful. I don't know what to do. Are you in the UK or in Ireland? Can you come help me? I said, no, I'm in the States. I can't come, even though I'd love to come to Ireland for Halloween because they do it so well. Showed me pictures of his set, and it is a little cold. It's meant to be around 1920. I think it's 1919. And the character is pretentious and she's a minimalist. But we talked about what minimalism means, and she's kind of a maximalist minimalist. Pretentious, comedic, she needs some stuff. The set turned out to be too steel, too black, too gray, too lavender, with no life to it. So they're doing some flower arranging, which will liven it up for sure. And they need art on the walls. So because he said yes to the set the way the designer made it, going against the designer's wishes, saying no, they're minimalists. He got real stuck on that word, that they didn't put any art up. They need art. She needs to show off to her friends, which is part of the script. Enhance what the character is doing by giving them stuff. Not a lot of stuff. So I don't think that your set should be devoid of artwork. Now, what kind of artwork it is depends on you, but I'm saying for anything that is the 20th century, minimalism artwork, large pieces do a lot. Atmospheric pieces that you can get your own in-house painters to paint. Now, there's a lot of things out there. Don't try to mimic anyone. If you try to mimic someone, I got close one time. The director, I was helping out in props, and the director said, I need mannequins. I'm like, oh? He's like, yeah, just artsy mannequins hanging around. I'm like, okay. So we went through a few things, and he said, like as if the person who painted these was a failed art school dropout who was a punk rocker in the 1980s. I said, oh, I know that guy. So he said, I need something that's a little familiar. So I'm like, okay. The only thing we could get to that was going to be familiar was something like a Pollock. So we spray painted a male torso and did a lot of Pollock drops off on it just to make sure with house paint. It turned out well, but it got a lot of comparisons to Pollock, which he didn't need. We got too close. Just get atmospheric, modern pieces, have them in large scale. If you're doing a show where it's a large scale, they're trying to impress, it's an Art Deco thing, it's a 2-story high living room, get large pieces. You can always use them later. Make them on cheap paper. Make them on cardboard. You don't need them to last besides this show, possibly another show. You don't have to buy giant canvases. You can, but if you want to have them in another show later on that's an office building and they're collecting art, cut up these giant pieces and frame them again. Use them again. Recycle everything. Your in-house painters can probably mimic whatever you want. Not exactly, but they get what you want because they're doing faux finishing all day, every day. Something atmospheric, something that someone with a shirt like this can walk in front of, and the art doesn't take away from the character. Okay? You can always do things for cheap. That's my message. I know a bunch of artists just rolled their eyes. Paint on cardboard. But if that's all you have because you're running out of the budget, just do it. It just has to last through this run. Hopefully you paint on something better and they can last and you can use them for other shows. If you need them to take up space, paint them big. Once your characters and your play is set in the 19th century, the rules are out the window. Make your characters choose these things. They don't have to be good art. That's the thing. You may want good art, but maybe this character who chose this is tacky. It doesn't matter. Stop overthinking. Think about what your character would choose. Get something they would choose, even if it's boring, even if it's just sort of like atmospheric with a red stripe in it. Okay. It's just there to liven up the set and to reflect what that character would collect. Okay? Think about it. I'm going to put some links from some Instagram artists who are very good. There's no way you can really mimic them, but they do show in their videos how they do things. You could be like, I get it. And you can tell your painters, please don't spend a lot of time on this. It's not worth it. I want you to get an idea, I want you to figure it out, and I want you to paint it in less than a day. Please. Because these things don't have to be masterpieces. It's just what this character would collect. Did I say that enough times? Yes. This character likes this piece, whether it's good or not. Okay? Do it on the cheap. You can always do things on the cheap and paint over it for another show. Okay. Like and subscribe. Come back for more. Next time we'll be talking more about painters and what they can do and how you should hire out specialty painters. Okay. Thanks. We'll talk again. Bye.